Why did Tesla die poor and alone in a hotel room? But why did Edison die in this house? It is said that after Tesla died, the FBI took all the work in the Tesla room. There are also legends that America's advanced technology is thanks to the Tesla. So, who is Nikola Tesla? To understand Tesla, we must first know Edison and direct current and alternating current. I will explain very briefly who is Edison. He is an American inventor and businessman who greatly influenced 20th century life with his inventions. He developed devices in many fields such as electrical energy production, mass communication, sound recording, filmmaking. His inventions such as the photograph, the film camera, the first versions of the light bulb made a great impact in the industrialized modern world. He was one of the first investors to apply the principles of regular science and teamwork to the practice of invention development. He worked with many researchers, founded the world's first industrial research laboratory. He is one of the most prolific investors in history, with 1,093 patents registered in his name in the US, as well as patents in other countries. In fact, we can understand the difference between Edison and Tesla here. Edison is a businessman and Tesla is a scientist. What is the direct current? Direct current is the constant flow of electric charges from high potential to the low potential. The difference from alternating current is that the direction and intensity of the flow of electric charges in the same direction do not change. Although the direction of the direct current does not change, its intensity can change. Uniform direct and variable can be called direct current. Direct current is used in radio, television, metro, train, and other vehicles. What is alternating current? The current whose direction and intensity change in a certain order over time is called alternating current. The voltage source that allows the alternating current to pass through the resistor is called the alternating voltage source. Alternating current is used in places such as homes, office buildings, street lighting. There is alternating current in electrical sources such as batteries. Who is Nikola Tesla? Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, the fourth child of a Serbo-Orthodox family living in a village in Croatia, later having another brother. Nikola's mother was a woman who made small inventions to make housework easier. She had once designed a mechanical egg beater. At the same time, he loved to read and did not leave his memory of what he read. It is said that Nikola inherited the inventive genius from his mother. Nikola had a difficult childhood. His parents always compared him to his older brother. His older brother died after falling from a horse when he was 12 years old. His parents blamed Nikola for scaring the horse. It is believed that his family's treatment of Nikola affected his psychology and paved the way for him to become an introverted person. As a child, Nikola loved to write and read poetry. He had a great ability to remember. He never forgot anything he saw, heard, or read, especially his visual memory. He started his inventions at a very early age, building his own water well when he was only 6 years old. But he was a kid with oddities. For example, he couldn't touch anyone's hair and counted his steps as he walked. He had a great weakness for shiny objects. Tesla's youthful times. Tesla first studied at the Polytechnic Institute in Graz in 1973 and then at the University of Prague in 1990. In the early days, his goal was to specialize in physics and mathematics, but when he entered the field of electricity, he was fascinated. He began his career in 1991 as an electrical engineer for a telephone company in Budapest. Before going to America, he worked at the Continental Edison Company in Paris, where he designing dynamos. In 1993, he built a prototype of the induction motor in Strasbourg, but he accepted a job offer from New York because he could not find anyone to support this device. He will work for Edison Machine Works, a company funded by Thomas Edison. Tesla arrived in New York in 1994. He impressed Edison with his diligence and ingenuity. Edison said he would pay Tesla $50,000 for the designing of developing DC dynamos. After months of experimentation, Tesla offered a solution and asked for the promised money, but did not get the money. Tesla decided to leave this 6-month working adventure. After Tesla left Edison Machine Works, he tried to patent the arc lighting systems he developed there. During this work, he met Robert Lane and Benjamin Whale, the businessman who would finance the company he would found. In March 1995, they founded the Tesla Electric Light and Manufacturing Company in Rahway. Tesla struggled to get patents for the generator he developed that year, but its investors have shown little interest in Tesla's ideas for new alternating current motors and electricity transmission equipment. After this disappointment, Tesla, who tried to earn his living by doing various electrical works, described that period as terrible headaches and painful tears. Tesla met Inspector Alfred Brown and attorney Charles Peck in late 1996. The three of whom together formed the Tesla Electric Company in 1997. Thus, Tesla set to work in the laboratory they established in Manhattan in order to realize new projects and develop new devices. Tesla's collapse. He made mistakes, made false claims, and sometimes even lost his intellectual integrity, going beyond facts, science, and logic. This is not something that happened only to Tesla. In the history of science, we sometimes see such eminent and great scientists as Alfred Russel Wallace straying from the confines of science to spiritualism to claims that can be easily understood as untrue. Tesla often made these mistakes. In particular, his studies, which were marketed as giving free electricity to people, which he believed could be done, were not financially supported and implemented either because they were scientifically invalid and because they could not market these ideas as a business. Some of his ideas that were brought to life were a great fiasco. Nikola Tesla had a very bad time because of the injustice and patent thefts he saw, but he continued to work and produce hard. Tesla, who never thought and behaved like a merchant, devoted everything he produced to humanity. He died on January 8, 1943, at the age of 86, in his hotel room, where he was alone.